Let's break down what's brewing off the East Coast, a nor'easter. These storms are among the most formidable weather events to impact the region, and understanding how they form and why they're so dangerous is crucial for anyone living near the Atlantic shoreline. Nor'easters are powerful, low-pressure systems that develop when frigid Canadian air plunges southward and collides with warm, moisture-laden air rising off the Atlantic Ocean. This clash of air masses creates a volatile environment, fueling storms that can rapidly intensify and expand in size, sometimes stretching for hundreds of miles along the coast. The result? Nor'easters unleash a wide spectrum of severe weather. In the winter, they can dump feet of heavy, wet snow, creating blizzard conditions and paralyzing cities. In other seasons, they bring relentless, drenching rain that can overwhelm drainage systems and cause flash flooding. Along the coast, powerful winds drive ocean waves onto shore, leading to destructive coastal flooding and erosion. What truly sets nor'easters apart is their persistence. Unlike hurricanes, which often move quickly, nor'easters can stall over the same region for days. This means communities can face prolonged periods of howling winds, pounding rain, and dangerous storm surge, making recovery and response even more challenging. This weekend, all the classic ingredients are coming together for a full-fledged nor'easter. A stubborn cold front is expected to stall offshore, while unusually warm ocean waters continue to feed energy into the system, increasing the risk of a long-lasting and intense storm event. The Weather Prediction Center is already sounding the alarm, issuing early warnings and urging residents to take this threat seriously. Forecasters are tracking the storm's every move, and emergency management teams are preparing for what could be a high-impact event lasting several days, with the potential for widespread disruption. For those living anywhere from the Carolinas to New England, a nor'easter alert is a call to action. Now is the time to secure your property, gather emergency supplies, and make sure you have a plan in place. Staying informed and ready can make all the difference when severe weather strikes. The relentless pounding from these storms can lead to devastating outcomes: beach erosion that reshapes the coastline, major flooding that inundates homes and businesses, and widespread power outages that can last for days. The aftermath often requires a massive community effort to recover and rebuild. This isn't just a quick hit of bad weather, it's a marathon of endurance that will test the resilience and spirit of our coastal communities all weekend long and possibly into next week. As the nor'easter approaches, preparation and vigilance are our best defenses against its powerful and unpredictable nature. The Carolinas, especially the Outer Banks, are in the bullseye for the nor'easter's first and strongest impacts. This region, known for its beautiful beaches and unique geography, is no stranger to powerful storms. However, the intensity and duration of this nor'easter make it particularly concerning for residents and visitors alike. Residents from Myrtle Beach to the Virginia border should brace for the storm's initial blow and its prolonged effects. Preparations are already underway, with communities reinforcing their homes and businesses, stocking up on essential supplies, and making evacuation plans if necessary. The Outer Banks' geography, long, thin barrier islands, makes them especially vulnerable to wind, rain, and flooding. These islands act as a buffer against the ocean, but their narrow structure means they can be easily overwhelmed by the elements. Wind gusts could reach 50 miles per hour, creating hazardous conditions for anyone caught outside. The force of these winds can uproot trees, damage buildings, and turn loose objects into dangerous projectiles. With sustained winds of 20-40 mph for up to 3 days, these conditions will persist, making it difficult for recovery efforts to begin immediately after the storm passes, causing downed trees, power outages, and coastal flooding. Utility crews are on standby, ready to restore power, but the extent of the damage could mean prolonged outages for many areas. The real threat is the duration. Persistent winds and rain will pile up water and stress infrastructure. Over time, this can lead to significant erosion, weakening the foundations of buildings and roads. Further south, South Carolina's coast faces heavy rain, which can lead to flash flooding in low-lying areas. The relentless downpour will test the drainage systems and could overwhelm them. And significant flooding, especially in places like Charleston and the Grand Strand. These areas are particularly susceptible due to their proximity to the coast and their low elevation. The entire coastline from the Carolinas to southern New England is on notice, with meteorologists closely monitoring the storm's path and potential impact zones, but the southern end will feel the first and most sustained effects. The combination of high winds, heavy rain and storm surge will create a dangerous situation for those in its path. Take this threat seriously. Prepare now. Ensure you have an emergency kit, secure your property, and stay informed through local news and weather updates. Your safety and the safety of your loved ones depend on the actions you take today. This nor'easter is set to deliver a triple threat: flooding rain, relentless wind, and major coastal flooding. Over the next several days, communities along the coast will face some of the most challenging weather conditions of the season, with impacts stretching far inland and affecting thousands of residents and businesses. Rainfall totals could reach up to 6 inches near the Outer Banks, with some isolated spots seeing even more. This much rain in a short period will overwhelm drainage systems, leading to flash flooding not just along the coast but also in neighborhoods and towns well inland. Streets could quickly become impassable, and low-lying areas may see water rise rapidly. Persistent winds, gusting over 50 mph, will batter the coast for days, downing trees and power lines. These strong winds will make travel dangerous, especially for high-profile vehicles, and could leave many without power for extended periods. Emergency crews are already preparing for widespread outages and blocked roads. The wind will drive ocean water ashore, raising water levels, especially during king tides, and creating a multi-day coastal flooding event. Tides will be higher than normal, and storm surge could push water into areas that rarely flood, threatening homes, businesses, and critical infrastructure. Dangerous surf and rip currents will pound beaches, causing severe erosion and making the ocean extremely hazardous. The relentless pounding of waves will eat away at dunes and beaches, increasing the risk of property damage and making coastal areas even more vulnerable to future storms. Even strong swimmers should stay out of the water. Conditions will be life-threatening. Lifeguards are urging everyone to avoid the surf, as powerful currents and unpredictable waves can sweep even experienced swimmers off their feet in seconds. Coastal roads, properties, and ecosystems are at risk from both flooding and erosion. Saltwater intrusion can damage homes and infrastructure, while marshlands and natural habitats may be permanently altered by the storm's force. The ocean will be unforgiving this weekend, with conditions deteriorating rapidly and little relief in sight until the storm passes. Residents should prepare for extended impacts and stay informed through local updates. Stay off the beaches and out of the surf. Your safety and the safety of first responders depend on everyone taking these warnings seriously and avoiding unnecessary risks during this dangerous nor'easter. The Outer Banks are beautiful but fragile, massive sandbars constantly reshaped by wind and water. This nor'easter threatens to accelerate beach erosion, putting roads, infrastructure, and homes at immediate risk. Recent storms have already caused several homes in Buxton to collapse into the Atlantic. Powerful waves will batter dunes, flattening them and allowing ocean water to flood Highway 12 and nearby communities. Once dunes are breached, flooding can reach homes once thought safe. Sea level rise and climate change have raised the baseline for flooding and erosion, making each storm more dangerous. For Outer Banks residents, this is another chapter in a long battle against the encroaching sea. The focus, now, protect life and property as the storm hits. As the nor'easter tracks north, New York City and the Northeast will see rain and wind, not snow. Early model runs hinted at snow, but there's simply not enough cold air for that scenario. Expect heavy rain and gusty winds from Sunday into Monday, likely disrupting the start of the workweek. Urban flooding is possible, especially in low-lying areas and the subway system. Winds may cause travel delays at major airports. Check your flight status if you're traveling. The main story, drenching rain and blustery winds, not a dramatic snowstorm. Commuters should prepare for a messy, slow start to the week. The Big Apple will get soaked, but it'll be a cold rain, not a blanket of white. The I-95 corridor, the East Coast's main artery, will see all rain, no snow or ice. Heavy rain and flash flooding are the primary threats from the Carolinas through Virginia, especially Saturday and Sunday. Expect ponding on roads, reduced visibility, and dangerous hydroplaning conditions, and urban and low-lying areas could see significant flooding, making some roads impassable. If you live in a flood-prone area, have a plan and be ready to act if warnings are issued. Travel will be treacherous. Allow extra time, never drive through flooded roads, and consider postponing trips. Monitor the forecast and stay flexible. This nor'easter is unusual for the season. No snow for the I-95 corridor or major cities like New York. A block of mild air is keeping temperatures above freezing, so the threat is flooding rain, not snow. Just a few degrees make the difference between rain and a blizzard. This storm's main hazards: dangerous flooding, drenching rain, and coastal erosion. Warmer ocean temperatures, fueled by climate change, are making nor'easters stronger and wetter. While we can't blame any single storm on climate change, this event fits the pattern scientists expect in a warming world. Severe weather comes in many forms. The absence of snow doesn't lessen the threat. Coastal flooding, damaging winds, and flash flooding make this a high-impact event. This is a modern nor'easter, powered by warm waters, delivering a watery punch. As of Wednesday, October 8th, there's still uncertainty about the nor'easter's exact track and intensity. Two main scenarios: the storm could stall off the Carolinas, bringing days of wind, rain, and flooding, or it could track north, spreading impacts up the coast, but for a shorter duration, in any one spot. A stalled storm is worst for the Carolinas, with prolonged coastal assault. A northward track means more people affected, but less duration per area. The timeline storm organizing Friday, peak impacts for the Carolinas over the weekend, then shifting north Sunday and Monday. Everyone along the coast should prepare for deteriorating conditions starting Friday. This is your window to secure property and review emergency plans. Act before the wind and rain arrive. As this nor'easter develops, staying informed and prepared is critical. Follow updates from local news and the National Weather Service. Don't rely on rumors or outdated info. Prepare your emergency kit: water, food, batteries, medications, and backup power for devices. Secure outdoor items that could become projectiles in high winds. If you're in a flood-prone area, know your evacuation plan and heed official orders. Never drive into flooded roads. Turn around. Don't drown. Check on neighbors, especially those who may need extra help. This will be a long-duration event. Stay alert, follow guidance, and prepare now. We'll keep tracking the storm and bring you the latest updates. Stay safe.